Peace to everybody. This is about tons of trash and human bodies recovered from Mount Everest. And as you can see here in the video, looks like Mount Everest where they found human bodies at. Mount Everest is covered in trash. Decades of climbing on the world's highest mountain have turned it into a very tall garbage dump, strewn with rubbish, human waste, and even bodies. So that's what it came down to. That Mount Everest became a garbage dump with rubbish and human bodies and human waste. And good it's not really good for it to be like that, because then you get the odor of the dead bodies and the human waste and everything else. But a decade and impressively fit team of volunteers are tracking the problem by carrying out one of the world's most ambitious cleanups and is seeing immediate results. So that's what they're doing. They're carrying out one of the world's ambitious cleanups, and they're going to see what the results are and how does it look like and everything else. 3 tons is 6,613 pounds of garbage have been collected from the mountain in just the first 2 weeks of the scheme, according to AFP. That's about the weight of 2 USVs or a large male hippo. So yeah, they collected a whole lot of pounds, all 6,613 pounds of it. And it's just a whole lot of waste that they're collecting from Mount Everest, and it is the weight of 2 SUVs or a large male hippo. It all depends on which one you want to go with. The task is being carried out by a 14-member team, which has been set the task of recovering 10 tons within 45 days, agency reported. So they had a team of 14. They all went out collecting up all these bodies, trash, rubbish, human waste. And I know some of them won't be able to stand the odors of it, because once it hits your face, that's it. You're going to be smelling all this mess. Waste recovered on the Everest cleaning campaign includes empty cans, bottles, plastic, and discarded climbing gear. An Army helicopter has assisted in removing the garbage, and the team is set to ascend to higher camps to collect more. So yeah, so they had to bring the helicopter in to help clean up the garbage, and by removing it out of the way to carry it somewhere else, but we don't know where though. It is an Everest cleaning campaign. There's a lot of stuff in there, like cans, bottles, plastic, climbing gear that's been discarded. It's just horrible what Mount Everest is going through. 4 dead bodies have also been located on the 8,848 meters, that's 29,028 feet, mountain, officials said. So yeah, they found 4 bodies there already, and who knows what more bodies are lurking around in Mount Everest that they're going to find. Are these people adults, children, or what? Because we don't know for sure what those 4 dead bodies are. It all depends on if they're going to do an autopsy or something else to them. I don't know. Our team has now reached the Everest base camp for the cleaning campaign. All the necessary things, including food, water, and shelter, have already been arranged there. Dandu Raj Hiami, Director General of Nepal's Tourism Department, told reporters on Sunday, according to the Himalayan Times. So they had made a camp there, but not really though. But they needed all the necessary things like food, water, shelter, just so they can clean up all this mess that's going on Mount Everest. The Nepalese government and local communities have long been wrestling with the problem of leftover waste on the mountain as climbers from across the world travel to the country every year to attempt to ascend its summit. And so people were complaining about it because they didn't like the odor that was being put out from these dead bodies, human waste, garbage, and everything else. It was just totally disgusting. Since 2011, regular efforts have been to recover several tons of trash from the mountain, and waste management system have been introduced. So yeah, so they had took the efforts of getting this waste management system to go and clean up all this mess that's in there. According to the Everest Summiteers Association, the enormous increase in visitors in recent decades have had a severe impact on the mountain's sensitive environments. So there was it impacted everything. Even though people that had climbed the mountain, they could not even really climb up the mountain because of all the waste and everything else. The government also introduced a deposit for climbers in 2014, which is returned if they come back to its basin with 8 kilograms of trash. So that's a lot of trash. 8 kilograms? Yeah, that's pretty big. Um, so they did include, the government did introduce a deposit for climbers. So this way they can go and help clean up all the trash and everything. In February, China banned non climbers from its side of the mountain in an effort to reduce waste. So climbers were not allowed to go there, they were banned from there. Um, all these non climbers, yeah, they don't belong there. Only professional mountain climbers are allowed there. But those in charge of the cleanup have another problem to deal with: climate change, which is melting snow on the mountain quicker and exposing an increasing number of dead bodies. And I don't like to mention that word snow because then, ew, it's cold and everything else. So while that is melting, there's more dead bodies that are being uncovered for Mount Everest. And who knows how many more dead bodies are there after 4 of them were found. Due to the impact of climate change and global warming, snow and glaciers are fast melting and dead bodies are increasingly being exposed and discovered by climbers. Aang Shering Sherpa, former president of Nepal Mountaineering Association, told CNN in March, and we all know CNN is fake news. Even Donald Trump knows it's fake news because they twist words around. But this you cannot make up because it's real story about dead bodies are increasingly being exposed and discovered by climbers. So whatever, it could be man, woman, children, and it could be anything, any kind of bodies there. If there's pets in there too, they're uncovering that too. But it's just way too much. More than 200 mountaineers have died on the peak since 1922, when the first climber's death on Everest was recorded. The majority of bodies are believed to have remained buried under glaciers of snow. Yeah, so there was a lot of bodies that had remained underneath the snow and glaciers and glaciers of it. But now that the global warming and the climate change is melting, all the bodies are being exposed, and who knows how many are up there. CNN has contacted the Everest Cemeteers Association for further comment, which I kind of find it unbelievable that Everest Cemeteers will ever contact CNN, because CNN lies too much. They putting out all these fake news about everything, and it's not true. But I don't know if Everest Cemeteers Association will get back to CNN or not. So it all depends on how this is going to go. Leave your comments below. I am out.